What's going on, guys? Dr. Brett Rollison with Ground Air PT, coming at you again with your daily body armor. If you haven't done so, guys, subscribe to the channel. We're putting out daily content to give you guys some rehab ideas so you can get back in the gym and back to training fast without pain. So, being that we're coming out of quarantine slowly but surely, what we found is people are sitting a lot more than they used to, which equates to tight hips, specifically tight hip flexors, or that tightness you feel in the front of your hips. So whether you're doing walking lunges or Bulgarian split squats or receiving a jerk overhead, so any of the positions where that hip is having to get really extended and you're feeling that tightness through the front of the hip, could be that you're dealing with some hip flexor tightness. So what we're going to do is a hip flexor active mobilization with the band. All right, so we're going to get a heavy resistance band. All right, whip it around the rig. I'm going to put my leg, the band around the hip crease, so as high up as I can get it in the hip. All right, I'm going to step out a few feet, make sure the band's pulling pretty hard. All right, and this leg that I'm working is going to be my trail leg. All right, so legs trailing. I'm going to go down to that knee. All right, from here, first thing I'm doing is I'm trying to set my midsection so that I'm not compensating for my low back, but actually getting some stretch and mobilization through my hip. All right, so I'm thinking ribs down, midsection tight, super braced. Okay, from here, I'm going to maintain that midsection braced, and I'm going to lean my body weight forward over my left leg until I feel a big stretch in the front of my right hip, and come back out of it. All right, so I'm going to go 5 seconds into that stretch, squeeze my butt, make sure the extension's coming from my hip, and then come back out, relax for a few seconds. While I'm doing this, I'm thinking about taking deep breaths. So 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out, having my system calm down and actually letting my hip go into that extension without that hip flexor getting tight or trying to hold on. All right, so I'm gonna repeat this back and forth, 5 seconds on, 5 seconds off for anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes, okay? Then I'm just gonna retest that lunge position and see how it feels. Should feel way less tight, way less stiff, and better for going into the workouts, right? So give that a try as your mobility work prior to your workouts. And tune back in tomorrow, guys, for another video on how to bulletproof your body, be your absolute best.